Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Shri Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So first of all, I hope that you're able to hear okay. If somebody can say a word or two, that would be helpful for us. Okay, I've got a thumbs up. And would somebody like to say something so we can actually hear?
Jai Srila Bhaktiranjan Madhusudan Maharaj ki Jai.
You could have said something else. Anyhow, we've got audio loud and clear, and we'll put the audio into the room. All right, dear devotees, let us begin. And so we're going to begin, as we do, with the mini Vandanam. So, but with your microphones off, we'll chant Mini Vandanam, and I shall try to remember to speak slowly for all of the translators, and for everyone, please choose your language, English, Russian, or Portuguese in the interpretation option. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatan Vitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitam Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnanandjana Shalakaya Chakshurang Militam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvise Namaha Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. All right, so dear devotees, we have a title that's been given to us by Seva Priya, but she's not here today. Seva Rupa did it, but she's not here today. And the title, a little unusual, given on the advertising was Krishna Coming Out. I think it just says Krishna Coming Out, maybe. A little unusual. But this is a title that has been given to an article which was posted on the premadharma.org website. And we've sent a link to this to the translators. I also have to pick it up here. All right. Hare Krishna, premadharma.org. So, interestingly, this is from Srila Guru Maharaj, and it's not opening as a page. It's from Srila Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj is expressing here also that Guru is saying Shripad, Guru Maharaj saying Shripad, Govinda Maharaj has very much appreciation for this. And what this is the verse Krishna Lila Mrita Sara Tara Shata Shata Dhara Dasha Dike Vahe Jahe Hoite Se Chaitanya Lila Hoya Saravara Akshaya Manohangsha Charaha Tahate. And so this is an article by Srila Guru Maharaj, and well, article means it was spoken, so it is spoken, and there is the audio recording from which it's taken. The link is given on premadharma.org. If you just search for Krishna Coming Out, then it'll bring you to that page with the audio. So I'm just going to read. It's actually short. So I'll read this article because this is where the inspiration came from. And it's very sweet because Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj, is saying of Srila Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj. She's saying, Sripad Govinda Maharaj has very much appreciation for this, that verse, Krishna Lila Amrita Sara. And I think you all know what that verse is. I think it's familiar to you. Do I have the official translation here? I think so. I'm not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem to pop up. Anyway, it's about the many streams of nectar are flowing, and this is Chaitanya Leela, and then it is capturing everybody's mind with the beauty of the Leela of Krishna Leela, which is flowing, coming from Chaitanya Leela. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is distributing. We'll find the translation presently. But Srila Sripad, this is Guru Maharaj speaking. I'll stop speaking. Now it's Guru Maharaj. Sripad Govinda Maharaj has very much appreciation for this. It is written in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Srila Kaviraj Goswami is giving a description of Mahaprabhu. Who is he? He is an infinite divine lake from which hundreds of currents of nectar are coming out. Nectarian currents are coming out in thousands from a particular divine lake, which is Mahaprabhu. And all those currents are Krishna Leelamrita. So Krishna Leela Amrita, pastimes of Krishna, nectarian pastimes of Krishna, Krishna Leela Amrita. And who is Mahaprabhu? From whom thousands of ways the variegated nature of Krishna Leela is coming out. Then Guru Maharaj is explaining. I mean, this is all explaining that verse. He's explaining Krishna Leela Amrita Sara Tara Shata Shata Dahara Shata Shata. Hundreds of streams of the current of Krishna Leela Amrita, the nectarian pastimes of Krishna, are coming out of a particular inconceivable divine lake. And that lake has been compared with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, with Sri Chaitanya Dev. Krishna Leelamrita is oozing out from him in every movement. His glance, his appearance, his talk, his dancing, his kirtan, and his ordinary discourse with the devotees, from each of this, all these ways, then Krishna Leelamrita is oozing out. Hare Krishna. Yes, Guru Maharaj continuing. The streams of Krishna Leelamrita are oozing out from him, from Mahaprabhu, in different, beautiful ways of a variegated nature. Unthinkable sweetness of different, peculiar taste is coming out from him in every posture, gesture, look, and movement. Then Krishna coming out, this Guru Maharaj saying, that is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If one can understand him, then Rasopyasya Parang Drishtva Nivatate, then no other ambition can one cherish in one's heart any longer. May that be the blessing of the divinity towards me and towards everyone. No other wealth is ever calculated to be better than this. And then Srila Guru Maharaj quotes, and we heard him quote this yesterday too, in a talk that we are listening to here in the temple room with the devotees, not only listening, watching from the video series on YouTube, the Srila Sridhar Maharaj video series, and with the captions that the devotees greatly appreciate. And behind me here, I think, in the far distance is some guy. Some guy, Chinmoy Dev Prabhu in the back, excuse me. I can't see him, sorry. Anyway, Chinmoy Dev Prabhu. And he's putting those captions there with the help of his friends. So it's some teamwork, and it's all appreciated by the devotees. And by the way, Madana Mohini yesterday, she told me, oh, that is her great friend, is the YouTube, those two YouTube channels. She said, this is my great friend. All right. So now, yes, so yesterday we were watching Srila Guru Maharaj, and he was quoting this as he often does. This next short verse, Jadi Gorana Hoto Tobe ki hoite Kemone Dhoritam De Radhara Mahima Prema Rasa Sima Jagate Janata Ke. And then saying, Ke ara koribe doya patita dekia, ke ara utibe kandia. So now Guru Maharaj's words, he's saying, with Mahaprabhu gone, who else again will cry aloud, seeing the fallen condition of the souls? He, Mahaprabhu, could not tolerate this stage of the soul, disconnected from Krishna, disconnected from Krishna under such a deplorable condition. And then just a line from Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Guru Maharaj is quoting, Haridasa Hari Nahi Paya. And then in Guru Maharaj's own language explaining, it is a very strange thing that who really by their existence is the servitor of Krishna is devoid of Krishna, separated from Krishna. What is this? It is quite unnatural. It cannot be tolerated. Krishna is their own master, but they are separated from their own Lord of the heart. It is very wonderful. That's Guru Maharaj explaining those 5 words, Hari Rasa, Hari Nahi Paya, which actually literally means Hari Rasa, the servants of the Lord, Hari Nahi Paya. They don't achieve the Lord, they don't have the Lord. Paya is to achieve or get. Hari Nahi Paya. Then Guru Maharaj says, a normal thinking man cannot tolerate this. They will think it is their birthright, home. They are out of home. So their feeling is like that. Hare Krishna. Oh, yeah, 2 more just short lines. Gora Nagara Varo Nrityam Nijayre Nama Bihi from Chaitanya Chandramrita. And in Guru Maharaj, just Guru Maharaj talking, not directly giving that translation as such, he's saying, the beloved citizen of Navadip is beautifully dancing. So that this means referring to Mahaprabhu. The beloved citizen of Navadip, so Mahaprabhu, is beautifully dancing and singing his own name and of his own Leela, because of Krishna, because he is Krishna. Singing and dancing and feeling his own self. That ideal citizen of Navadip, that famous citizen, Gauranga, is dancing and feeling his own beauty, especially that of the name. He is tasting his own name and beauty and dancing. That was seen in the streets of Nadia at that time. This is the poem of Prabodhananda Saraswati, the Guru, the guide of Gopal Bhatta Goswami. And then repeating that one line, Gauranagara Varo Nrityam Nijar Nama Bihi. Then just 2 sentences more, Guru Maharaj saying, how beautiful he is, he capital H, so Mahaprabhu. How beautiful he is taking his own name. Oh no, he's saying, how beautiful. Then a pause, exclamation mark. How beautiful. He is taking his own name in a way, and by his own charm, he has charmed in dancing and singing. He is taking his own name in a way, and by his own charm, he is charmed and dancing and singing. Okay, got it. He is the Svabhajana Vibhajana Prayojan Avatari. That means the origin of all avatars, whose aim is to serve and distribute himself. Hare Krishna. Well, what's the date? Oh my goodness. Coincidences do happen. This was spoken on the 12th of January by Guru Maharaj in 1982. And then I just struck a bell. Today is the 12th of January, 2026. I've got to remember the year, my goodness. 2026. So this was spoken exactly, come on you mathematicians, a long time ago. 42 years ago. Correct? Mathematicians? Getting it. Is it 44? Okay. It is spoken a long time ago. Hare Krishna. Anyway, dear devotees, we are happily reading this article. Navadip, the place of Mahaprabhu's sweet, sweet pastimes, and before he took sannyas, and after he's showing himself as a devotee, and before he took sannyas, then that time is the special time for all the residents of Navadip. And very soon, okay, so tomorrow night, then it's going to be Mahaprabhu's sannyas. Leela means he's going to leave home, not tomorrow morning, but the next morning, very early. So essentially, very late tomorrow night. Then that's the day that he left home to go to Katwa to take sannyas. And so we were just reading and hearing about Mahaprabhu in Navadip, that ideal citizen, as Guru Maharaj said, that he is chanting Krishna Nam. It's his own name. Mahaprabhu is Krishna, but in the mood of Radharani, in the mood of his best servitor. So her chanting of the name becomes his chanting of the name, and he is chanting the names of Krishna, and with this he is charmed, and hundreds of streams of nectar, as if 100 of streams of nectar are flowing from him in all directions. So this is the inspiration given by those who chose the title today, that Mahaprabhu in Navadip, that most special time when he's giving shelter to everybody, and also when they're being threatened by the rulers who are trying to forbid them to chant the holy name of the Lord, and many different pastimes happening in Navadip. But Mahaprabhu came out with the chanting of the holy name and distributing the protection, but not just protection, he's distributing super sweetness along with the holy name. So at the beginning there, Srila Guru Maharaj said Sripad Govinda Maharaj very much likes this verse. Something like that. He says Sripad Govinda Maharaj has very much appreciation for this. Hare Krishna. And then we know, we also, by the grace of Guru Maharaj and of Govinda Maharaj, we know that he does. And there's in Divine Servitor, is it in Divine Servitor? Oh yes, in Divine Servitor. Then Srila Gurudev is mentioning two slokas, and one we mentioned very recently, and I'm not sure if it was on this Zoom or not. One of them is the sloka in Guru Maharaj's own original sloka in Bhagavad, in Shri Prapana Jivanamritam, which maybe all of you have read this sloka within the last couple of weeks, because you know that Gurudev emphasized at the beginning of the year, he said, especially at this time, we should read Shri Prapana Jivanamritam with attention. And so this verse is 10:14 of the, oh no, is it? Anyway, 10:14, you might not have got to, I thought it was chapter 1. So 10:14. It's Sri Shrimad Bhagavat Param Bhujo Madhusvadotsavai Shat Padaya Nikshipta Madhu Bindavascha Parito Brashta Mukhat Gunjitai Yatnai Kinchit Iharitan Nija Parashrayo Ritina Tan Maya Bhuyo Bhuya Ito Rajansi Pada Sanglagnani Tesham Bhaje. Now we were reading this the other day, and this is the verse. And Gurudev, okay, so I'll just read what Gurudev said about that verse, then we'll come to the other verse in a moment. Gurudev says here, I think that this is the highest shloka I have received in my life, and I shall try to explain the meaning. And then it's short. He's explaining. In the lotus feet of Bhagavan Sri Krishna is honey. The devotees, in a very glorifying way, taste that. And it is not a mere drop of honey. Rather, it is an ocean. They take that and become very intoxicated. They chant and glorify their Lord, and that honey overflows. A few drops of that come down into this world, and I am quickly collecting those drops of honey and keeping them in a pot. That is Sri Sri Prapana Jivanamritam. For my benefit and the benefit of the searchers, I am presenting this in book form. You take this and bless me. So this is Guru Maharaj's composition, and you heard that praise of Srila Gurudev of that verse. I think that this is the highest shloka I have received in my life. Hare Krishna. And then Gurudev saying, this in a simple way is the meaning of that shloka. And I think that this is the highest shloka I have heard in my life. I am always quoting this, and whenever I have a chance, I include it in a book. And here it is, included in his book here. And then Gurudev says, this is one of two shlokas that I always want to publish and distribute. The second shloka is from Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. And it is this verse that Gurudev said, Sripad Govinda Maharaj likes it, has much appreciation for this. This verse, Krishna Leelamrita Sara, Thara Shata Shata Dhara, Dashadike Vahe Jaha Hoite, Se Chaitanya Leela Hoya Saravara Akshaya, Manohangsha Charaha Tahate. Hare Krishna. you want me to read the translation again? I'll read the translation again. What is Krishna Leela? And this may be... Anyway, what is Krishna Leela? It is the real essence of nectar. It is the gist of sweetness, happiness, and ecstasy. The sweetness of the sweetest thing that can ever be conceived of is represented in Krishna Leela. Then what is Chaitanya Leela? In Chaitanya Leela, that sweet nectar of Krishna Leela is flowing in all 10 directions, in hundreds of streams, as if from a fountain. That fountain is Chaitanya Leela. Hare Krishna. And there's just a little bit Gurudev says after this. All the devotees like to read Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. And I have also read it many times, but the meaning is not always apparent to us. The real meaning comes through our service. So we must try wholeheartedly and happily to serve, even though sometimes service may not come so happily to us. Sometimes it may give us pain or difficulty. Oh dear. Hare Krishna. Anyway, dear devotees, I'm reading quite a bit here, but as always, really, it is the words of our divine masters which are the most important for us, really the most important. We are showing them, we're introducing them, and we are praying to the devotees to humbly just accept the Veda, the real knowledge that is coming down through our divine masters. To accept without our brain, doubting or reasoning, etc. We are repeatedly told that by our desire to know everything, to analyze everything, to understand everything ourselves, that desire is an obstacle. We just need to know that what we are hearing from Gurudev, from Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, what we're hearing from Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, what we're hearing through Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is all real, it is fact, it is being told to us, and we have to put our reasoning on the back burner and just understand that is an ocean of nectar. We were born to taste nectar. We should not be satisfied by anything but nectar. And that nectar is being distributed by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna. Yes, Madhana Mohini, did you were having a little difficulty hearing another Zoom, the Wednesday Zoom, perhaps the Italian Zoom. Just do check your settings on your computer or your phone. See if it helps. Because Udaran Prabhu is mentioning can hear okay. Yes, okay, I see. You tried taking off the video camera, yes.
Yes. Madhusudan Maharaj Dandavat. Yes, if I turn off the video, I can hear it clearly. And so that is why I turned off the video.
Okay, Madhana Mohini Devi, we can hear you very loud. I've got the loudspeaker too high here, I think. So we can hear you very well. I hope you can hear us okay. Yeah, beautiful. Hare Krishna. So, dear devotees, so I was just checking the chat box because I've been reading elsewhere. I'm very happily having you all here. And as you can see, almost, we have Annutama Devidasi, who's almost in the video, but can't quite get into the video screen. She's come from thick snow, very thick snow in Ukraine, and then by train with lots of dramas, they had to de-ice the cable because the train wouldn't get electricity and many things. but she's made it here via very, very thick snow in Hungary also. And she's made it here. And behind me, Munindra Mohan Prabhu, very quiet. And also Kumkum Devidasi, very quiet. And Chinmoy Devu in the far distance, as we introduced earlier. So we have devotees here ready to share. And we've got lots of you there too. And we're very happy looking through all your faces and your videos. And very happy to see each of you. And looking forward later in the year to meet, hopefully, most of you, if not all of you. We hope we could get that opportunity throughout the year. Govinda, Govinda, Krishna Nandini Devidasi. Looking forward, we are already on the itinerary for Ireland a little later in the year. All right, so Kumkum Devidasi, I know she's got something prepared for you, but just give me a second, because we're just going to try to arrange a microphone to reach her.
No. Is this one not working? Not working.
Oh, well. Okay, just give me 1 second and let's see. Oh, you can probably say audio. So can you hear? Okay, all right, perfect. So here's a microphone, please. Put it near you.
My Dandavat to all of the devotees and this beautiful and very high topic. Just these 3 words, Krishna coming out. I just became happy to be thinking about the way 8th verse of 6. Krishna is revealing himself to his sincere devotees. Of course, everyone knows this 8th verse, and the English is, Krishna may embrace me in love or trample me under his feet. He may break my heart by hiding himself from me. So there are this practice of Krishna, his devotee try to embrace, and very nicely discuss. Can you hear if I hold it up?
Change. Try now.
Can you hear now? We're talking about 8th verse of Sixastakam.
Oh, wait. No, it's turned itself off. Okay. Speak. Oh, no, it's on. What? I'm changing the speaker. Please speak something and ask on your microphone if they can hear you.
Can everyone hear me speaking? Okay. So in the discussion of this incredible topic of the mood of the devotees who are fully to the Lord, for the translators, this is in excerpt number 2. There's an illumination by Srila Guru Maharaj on this in many places, but in Golden Volcano, in the chapter, he says, this is the greatest medicine for the We have come to measure the immeasurable. We must always embrace this principle and attempt in ourselves, infinite Lord of love and beauty. We must remember that He is one to us, but He has many devotees like us to deal. He may, but we must be prepared for the opposite. We may stick to His feet, but He may cruelly us. We have caught old holy feet with our whole heart, still find that He tramples us, and He does not care for all our attempts and affection. We may be giving our best and find that our offering is being hatefully dishonored. But at the same time, we must be prepared that His dealings may be cruel. He may our offerings beneath. We must be prepared for both His adoration, His negligence. Be prepared for any adverse circumstances. Krishna may be indifferent, and when He is punishing us, so indifferent, it is even more intolerable than punishment. The devotee thinks Krishna is ignoring me, neglecting like to keep connection. Am I a we may accept punishment as boon. Indifference is even more pain of separation by devotee. Go a step higher. Krishna may appear right before our eyes, in front of our face, without caring even a little for us. He may think, this is I claim my right, but that may be given our face. That would be a sort of increasing trouble. This is the law of affection. The law of love cannot be indifferent. So Guru Maharaj is explaining this. This is the law of affection. The law of love cannot tolerate indifference. It is too much to tolerate, but we must be prepared for that. We must be prepared from the beginning that this is the meaning of Krishna Prema, divine love for Krishna, because He is an autocrat. He is love. Divine love means mercy, not justice. There is no law there. And we have selected divine love to be our highest fortune. So we must be prepared to be treated without justice. There is no justice in divine love. It is free. It may flow anywhere and everywhere. This is the very nature of divine love. So we can't make any claim. We have no rights. This is the nature of the highest thing, and it is extremely rare. But unhesitating adherence to that principle is required from our side. It is real love, and you must be prepared for that. In all adverse circumstances, this is the real nature of Krishna Prema, die to live. If you just good or bad, then you can enter this exalted plane. So sometimes what we are hearing, how much surrender, it's inconceivable that we could ever keep this up forever. But at the same time, Srila Guru Maharaj and Srila Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada, they told us with so much conviction that we can't doubt it, our intelligence can't reject it, but more than that, our hearts can't live without it. So This is the nature of love, where even punishment would be better than what we will accept of indifference, because he is one to us, but he has so many devotees, and we know that's actually unlimited. And that is our position. We cannot give it up. Anyway. Now,
About pranams to everyone. Does anybody have any questions, comments? Would like to say something? No? Everyone understands everything. Jai. I could say a few words. Because today we were reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, and today we're in Adi Leela, and Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami is explaining the appearance of, or the reason for the appearance of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he's explaining how Advaita Prabhu is inviting the Lord, and that because this is, the people here are so anti-God consciousness or material conscious people, that out of compassion for the fallen souls, Advaita Prabhu is inviting the Lord to come and to save us all. This is basically for all of Kali Yuga. You know, the people are so fallen in Kali Yuga, and only Mahaprabhu, only the Lord, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, could give salvation to people as low, as mean as those in Kali Yuga, those who are attached so directly with material world. So then Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami gives the external reasons for Mahaprabhu's appearance, and these external reasons, which are very great reasons, very wonderful reasons. But the first one is to distribute the holy name. And the second one, just a second, I'm looking at chat here, something, won't go any further anyways.
Is it working or not?
Yeah, well, everything's great. I'm not sure if Sadhvi Didi is asking me or
I think she said.
Chapter 4, I'm not, the verse, several verses, Krishnadas Kaviraj is explaining this, but it's chapter 4, Adi Leela. And in the beginning of chapter 4. So then Krishna gives the external, or Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami gives the external reasons. One is to distribute the holy name, the Hare Krishna Mama Mantra. That's his one of his reasons for coming. And in every Kali Yuga, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes to distribute that. And another reason for his descent to this material world is to distribute prema, divine love of God. And this we see in that sloka that Srila Govinda Maharaj likes so much, is Krishna Lilamrita Sara. It's that this Krishna Lila, the nectar of Krishna Lila, which is normally contained in Vrindavan, in Goloka Vrindavan, is normally contained within a tight circle. Not very few people have entrance into that type of nectar emanating from Krishna Lila. Even Lakshmi Devi, she wants to enter, but she is not given entrance. So what to say of any of us, or anybody in this material world and in the age of Kali Yuga? How can we have entrance into that type of nectar emanating from those type of leelas of the Lord? But Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he's coming to distribute that nectar, that type of leela. And not to think that there's any difference from the Leela, or the nectar that's coming from Krishna Leela, and the nectar that's coming from Mahaprabhu Leela. They're the same quality and the same beauty, the same love. It's both Leelas are giving us the same substance, the highest nectarian substance. The only difference is, while the Krishna Leela is closed to many, Mahaprabhu has opened the gates and is flooding in all directions this type of nectar emanating from Krishna Leela. So his nature, his magnanimous nature is very prominent in Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The prominent nature of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is his magnanimous attitude towards all living souls. So people like us who would otherwise would have no access to that spiritual realm, to that spiritual world, are given through the mercy of the Lord by his grace. We are given entrance if we choose to follow that path. We are given entrance to the highest type of Leela, the nectar that's emanating from that highest type of Leela. And it is also, I've heard it said, I can't remember where now, but I've heard it said that as the conditioned soul progresses in his spiritual path and becomes more and more elevated, more and more purified, that his path to actual Krishna Leela is through Mahaprabhu Leela. That when the Jiva soul has become so elevated, so pure, that he has a chance to go to that transcendental world, he'll get a tryout in Mahaprabhu Leela. That's where he'll get his first exposure to that type of nectarian Leela, is in Mahaprabhu Leela. And that's why our gurus, Srila Sridhar Maharaj and Srila Govinda Maharaj, are always praying for the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu, and all our spiritual masters are saying that it's essential to have the nectar of Sri Nityananda Prabhu if we want entrance into that spiritual world. And we can see that in the example of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, who was denied access to Mahaprabhu Leela for some time and was told to remain in household life. But then when Nityananda Prabhu decided to punish him, Nityananda Prabhu gave him access, gave him that opportunity to enter into the Krishna or the Mahaprabhu's inner circle. So we're here today by their mercy and by the mercy of the devotees of the Lord, that they have come to distribute this to us. And for some reason, we have found ourselves to be attracted in a particular way to this type of Leela. And so we always hope and pray that we can hear more of this Leela. This life-giving nectar is essential for the progress of our spiritual life. And I'm always hoping and praying that we get to hear it every day. And if you all can do this as well, it's there, it's available in any format, books, audio, internet. So please, I recommend greatly that every day one should do some reading, whether it's books of Guru Maharaj, Gurudev, or the scriptures, Srimad Bhagavatam, Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. All of them are nectarian words. And if we can just increase our service mood, increase our inspiration, then we'll be able to more and more feel the truth, the absolute reality that is coming from their nectarian words. Srila Rupa Goswami says in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, very famous shloka, he says that the form, the qualities, the name, activities of Krishna are transcendental. No material senses can touch these transcendental qualities of the Lord, the transcendental form of the Lord, the transcendental Leela, activities of the Lord. Nothing material can touch it. The only way we can have any access to these types, for these transcendental forms of the Lord or transcendental activities of the Lord to be revealed to us is through our service mood. So we will always try to increase our service mood on a daily basis. And we can find inspiration in how to do that by reading the scriptures, by reading the books of Srila Govinda Maharaj and Srila Sridhar Maharaj, or hearing their lectures. So that is my recommendation for today. Jai Srila Gurudev Ki Jai. And now, Munindra Mohan Prabhu, who listens every day.
Listens and reads and sings and pujas and serves
everything
in every capacity.
But really, I'm not so qualified to discuss this topic. Maybe Hari Gopal has some comment.
But he's a translator. So
He's a translator. It's too much busy.
His comment is your comment.
Well, what can I say? It's not my language, English. Coming out, as far as I understood, is something that you have inside you. You kept like private, but at some point you make public declaration, something like this. So Krishna does these things. We heard his pastimes, and one came in my mind is when after so long separation from Krishna, Srimati Radharani and all the gopis, they go to Kurukshetra. Kurukshetra for like a Vedic ritual to counteract the eclipse, no? Something like this was the external reason. And also Krishna and all his entourage, he also goes there. So they meet after long separation. And this very like intense meeting, because long separation, then meeting happen, but they cannot be freely enjoy each other's because they are bound by etiquette. Krishna is in the royal form, feature, and situation is not suitable for dance and have a affectionate exchange like in Vrindavan. So Radharani and the gopis are suffering a lot, and we are here when we hear this this report. We also, we participate sort of this sentiment. How is possible Krishna cannot really again join the rasa dance and like in Vrindavan? And then everyone is a little desperate, and separation is at the acme. Then Krishna come out with this sentiment and tell to Radharani and the gopi, you are my most dear person. You are my lovers. I don't love anyone like you. So he give nourishment to Radharani and pacified her heart, and all the other gopi and maybe Madhya Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj also. So it's kind of coming out, in as far as I understood. Krishna is kept this special feeling he has for the Braja Gopis while he was in Dwaraka Lila. But at this point, I never understood if he declared openly, loudly, or just whispering in the ear of the gopis, but it's coming out, no doubt. It's coming out with his sentiments. And it was very beautiful lila. And another time that, as far as I remember, big coming out is in Chaitanya Lila, when at the end of a Ramananda Samvad, Ramananda Rai, well, Mahaprabhu pushing Ramananda Rai to tell more, go deeper, go deeper. And in the end, Ramananda Rai come out with his statement, you are Krishna, yourself is Krishna, non-different from Krishna. And Mahaprabhu in the beginning doesn't accept, but finally, because of the devotion of Ramananda Rai, he cannot hide and show himself as Radha Krishna combined form. So this kind of coming out to me. And this is also very, very amazing acme of Lila coming out, like personal aspect of his personality and his kind of a hidden form. But due to the devotion of Ramananda Rai, loves Ramananda Rai, cannot hide any longer. So it's something you want to keep hiding, but cannot. And also those two shloka that Maharaja used to open the talk for tonight, Krishna Lilamrita Sara, and the other one of the Prapanna Jivanamrita. They look like that is not completely by his will that those things happen. For example, the Prapanna Jivanamrita overflood of nectar is a little bit out of control. Remind me like a mad party. The devotee. It's like a side effect. It's not willingly happening. They are tasting so much the nectar, then swimming and probably throwing nectar at each other, and it's happening. Some drops are uncontrolled way. They come in this plane, and Shida Maharaj collect for us if we are able to taste it. And also the distribution of Mahaprabhu is also kind of side effect. He's tasting himself, but it cannot contain. So as Krishna, he could kind of contain in a circle group, limited group. But in Mahaprabhu Lila is so overwhelming, like lava, Srila Maharaj used to say, is flooding everywhere, uncontrolled. It's not really a controlled thing. So big coming out from Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu happening all the time. Anuttama.
Anuttama's come out from Ukraine.
Well, if Munindra Mohan is not qualified to speak on such high topic, me neither. But still, I'm here on the mercy of devotees and our gurus. And I just may say from my experience, of course, I wouldn't dare to say that, I see Krishna's Leelas or something, but using such an auspicious instrument as Mahamantra, as our japa, at least we may really, see how the environment is blinking us sometimes, even in some very difficult situations. And with such mood, really these obstacles are not obstacles anymore. And today we discussed with Kumkum about this ability to see behind the scene, yeah? Like everything, if you accept everything as just some decorations and could see behind the scene, everything is not only like irritating, it becomes funny and sweet in some sense. Even if it is illusion, it can actually, well, we know that Maya is also servitor. She's not like our enemy in the direct way. She's also doing what Krishna is saying. So yeah, really, Mahamantra is the best way, to help us to focus to get this vision. Because talking about me, I have like so many, my head sometimes is like meeting room or conference hall, with all these insane thoughts, and I already like give up to make them silent. So I'm just using Maha Mantra in a servitude mood. I'm trying to get all this personality, be focused, and trying to see Krishna's Lord's will. So Jai Srila Gurudev, and all the very auspicious knowledge and instruments that they have given us. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, one of the instruments that we have is Zoom. Sometimes everything works smoothly for us, but the Monday Zooms we seem to have a bit of an extra challenge with. Not all of the Zooms are so challenging for our technology, but we're very happy now. We can't get everybody in the picture. Well, Chinmoy just run away. He's the puja. Well, he's the pujari, and the deities are open, so maybe he's got some puja duty also. The pujari today, they have a roster sharing the seva. All right, so dear devotees, as we repeatedly say and repeatedly mean it too, we're very happy to be in the company of you all. And now the clock has come along, so it's time for us for each to continue our evening. For some of you here, it is really the middle of the night. And now here is evening, and some of you it's a bit earlier in the day as you're further west. All right, so, the Pujari, is he going to close the curtains? We better do our jais, and we'll do jai to Srila Gurudev, jai Om Vishnu Pad, Srila Bhakti Sundar, Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Jai to Srila Guru Maharaj, Om Vishnu Pad, Srila Bhakti Rapa, Fridha Dev Goswami Maharaj ki jai. And jai to Srila Prabhupada, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. And jai to Bhagavan, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki jai. Our Sri Rupanuga Guru Bhaga ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. And Mahaprabhu's Sannyas Leela, which is coming up from tomorrow night onwards. And so this is also an intense time in Navadip. Mahaprabhu's Sannyas Leela, very sad time, but very intense. Let us remember Mahaprabhu's Sannyas Leela ki jai. And as we were reading today and hearing from Guru Maharaj today, Mahaprabhu's pastimes in Navadip before he took sannyas, the very special time for all of the Navadip Vasis, the residents of Navadip, ki jai. And jai Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, all the assembled devotees ki jai, worldwide devotees ki jai, all the Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Acharya Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanandi. So we are going to chant Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha, and we'll change the microphone setting. So if you wish to stay, you may stay, but Zoom doesn't always do so well with the music sound. So let us see. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha pripasindriya evacha atitana avanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Who's the Mridanga thing? Okay, we change this. Hari. You can sing. Munindra Mohan Prabhu is going to sing for us.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Gopala Govinda Shri Madhusudan.
Gopala Govinda Shri Madhusudan.
Giri
Hari Gopinath Nandana Mohan.
Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Bhakti Sundar Govinda Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Shri Bhakti Rakashila Goswami Maharaj ki jai, Bhagavan Shri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki jai, Shri Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Shri Bhakti Madhusudan Maharaj ki jai, Kumkumari Das ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Anuttama Vidi ki jai, tutti devoti collegati ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Tagore Premanandi.
Nitai Gaur Premanandi, Hari Hari Bol. Jai Saparika Shishi Guru Gauranga Gandhavika Gopinath and Giriraj Balagopal Ju ki jai.